Good morning, day 20. Back into the hills. The trail is so far half an hour in, not been washed out at all. Well, maybe one little section, but nice trail today. Feels like we're making good time already. 2 days ago, my thermometer read 96 degrees as we were heading towards, down into the valley, heading towards the I-10. This morning when I get up, it says 33. Got to carry all your stuff because things can change rapidly. But great morning, blue sky, nice trail. Looking forward to a fantastic day. So this morning, I've been contemplating technology, at least one aspect of technology, and that is being connected to the whole world. I haven't had a cell signal for at least 2 days, maybe 2.5 days. I keep my phone on airplane mode throughout the day, so it's possible there was a spot here and there early on, but I've been in the deeper part of the wilderness for the last couple days, and I've checked a few times, and as expected, there's no signal. It's kind of odd. It's part of the learning. It's being disconnected from the rest of the world. I miss having the ability to text and call family. I've missed having the ability during the week to check on investments. None of it is a problem. It's just something that I miss. So by next year, everyone that wants it will be able to have uninterrupted service via Starlink satellite. It was close to being available to me this year, and I would have signed up for it if I would have had a good opportunity, but it was just not quite ready. They were doing a beta test. So just one way that the trail will change for people next year. A couple aspects of not having connection, cell service, that do affect our hike. So we haven't had an update from Oates since the day that she got a ride from a trail angel down into town to let her injured ankle rest. At the time we left her, she didn't know what she was going to do, if she would continue on her hike where she left off once she's healed. She had to think about it. She has already completed the PCT, so having that continuous footpath is not as important as it was the first time, but she just didn't know. She might be skipping ahead and joining us in Big Bear. So it would be nice to be able to communicate with her, but we can't. So when we get closer to Big Bear, we'll probably have a series of updates from her. The other thing is that Shepherd has already prearranged. A few days ago, she prearranged at least a night at a Trail Angel's house in Big Bear, but at that time it was all guesses on when we would get there. Still a little bit of a guess, but much more accurate now. We're probably a day and a half out, but she hasn't been able to give that Trail Angel an update. So hopefully by the end of today we'll be close enough to Big Bear that we'll be able to get some cell signal. I had to pause. Nothing serious here, but I'm gonna put my phone away and take careful steps. A fall is not a good plan. It never is, but I evaluate every time I come to something like this. I take a look around and I evaluate whether this would be considered a high consequence slip or a low consequence slip. Low consequence is when you're on pretty flat ground and you might slide down a few feet. I would consider this a high consequence slip. There would definitely be broken parts by the time you stopped. So the trail it'll be easy to get through here, but because it's high consequence, I'll take my time, one step at a time, carefully. Last night, while we were eating dinner, the hiker that we met during the day, John, was at the same campsite, so Shepherd and John and I sat our butts on the ground and made our respective dinner meals. We were chatting. John says one of the things that he's done with other hikers at the end of the day was talk about thorns and roses and something else having to do with learning. So a thorn is what bothered you during the day. A rose is what was great, and then learning. So when my turn came to share, I said my thorn for the day was 13 miles, meaning we only accomplished 13 trail miles during the day. John, on the other hand, says 13 miles was good. This was a rough day. We had sandy, rocky terrain for the first half, hot and washouts and trail finding for the second half of the day. So our perspectives were pretty much opposite. So while I was reflecting on that, it becomes obvious to me that part of what's going on is I've been trained over the years for a project-oriented outlook. You get a long project, you divide it into pieces, you work on each piece as it comes up. Whew. I gotta stop. And you gauge your progress by how many steps are you accomplishing towards your end goal. Yesterday, I didn't accomplish as many steps towards my end goal as I wanted. I really have almost no schedule. for this trip, but it's just natural for me to do project. Maybe that's something the trail will teach me. It'll beat it out of me. By the time I'm done, I'll just take every day as it comes. We'll see. Today, the trail is relatively flat. The temperatures are very comfortable. I'm cruising. My spirits are very high. I got this. Last night, I didn't have this. Every day is new.